Hello and welcome. Architect 611 here. So sorry about what happened in the last episode. I still don't know exactly what happened. I'm guessing that maybe Steam or Epic Games started downloading an update in the background. Um, I'm not really sure. I'll be checking the task manager from now on to make sure nothing's going on in the background, and I will close down whatever I'm not using. So I closed down Epic Games today, but Steam has to be running in the background. Um, Maybe there's a setting I can play with, not allowing it to upgrade automatically anymore. It's so convenient, but I wouldn't want that to happen again. Today, we're going to be finishing out the rest of the city here. We grew this much area in the last episode that got cut down into screenshots, and you couldn't really see this area in those views. I think I said in that one that we'll be expanding commercial out along this main road. We'll get rid of it if we have to, if traffic gets too bad, but I don't think it will. Commercial can come out all the way into these blocks as well. We'll connect it up to industrial for good access, and then it's got great highway access as well. Oh, look at this. Poop Beach. That's something I wanted to change. We're gonna move it down to here for now. And then later on, we'll move it even farther down. I'm thinking if we get the chance today to go up and take this piece of land and just continue spreading quickly to hit that high density number, 6.5K, and unlock these high density zones and build a city on this island. I mean, I guess you wouldn't call it a city, you'd call it a downtown of the entire city. And anything else? Here are the ramps up close, so you can really get a look and see what's going on. They're super weird, but you can see there's a way on and off in every direction. And then this is our overpass here. It's split up into two different overpasses that are really just ramps, on or off ramps. And then so much of it is underground. Let's switch that mode on so you can see it. This will make everything a lot clearer. So we've got that. And then up here we've got this mess. I think they will work, surprisingly. They look messy. I could be totally wrong, and it might be an epic failure, but I think it could work. We've got our squiggly, loopy area up here, just to give it some character. These end up being kind of like the grid system, but a little bit more natural. Feels more like a neighborhood than this, which feels much more like a commercial zone or just very unappealing, yet efficient. Let's start zoning right away. Let's see, you see how much in residential demand we have? Let's fill it. I think we could put in commercial here. We can take that block and then we can just put as much residential in below it. There we go. Unpause. Now I do want to just check on problems while we let the game roll. I'll put the game on the second speed. I am used to playing this game on my own when I'm just playing very quickly. waiting for things to happen, but right now I'm talking, and um, it just adds a whole nother level. And the third speed is a little fast for me to think and talk at the same time. Speaking of which, while I'm talking, okay, it's operating normally now because we're meeting that housing demand. They just didn't have enough employees. Our landfill over here is full. Let's grab another. For sake of efficiency, I'm going to kick out some industry. It gives them closer access to the highway. And I apologize about this music. Why does it have to get this loud? Try and talk over it. I turned it down. It was at 50 in game, so now it's at 40. But and I turned down the overall volume as well now. I'll listen to it when I'm editing, and hopefully that, loud talking over was not necessary. Looks like housing is filling in. Gonna leave it like that for now. We have a little bit of room for industrial to spread out to. We have... I'm talking over the music because it's in my ears. There we go. Turn it down a little. We have... I don't know what I was saying. Something about residential. Spreading out. More space. Yeah, we've got more space for commercial, for residential. Got more space for landfills or any of those bad things we want to keep away from residential, but also super close so they can access them. Problems. Electricity. Let's check on that. And speaking of electricity, let's go take a look. This is what it looks like now. We've got windmills up here on the hill. They don't affect each other. I don't even know why I looked into it. I knew in City Skylines that this number never changes. And that's what matters. I don't really understand why it's got the differing wind speeds. See, these all look like they should, 8 megawatts. But in the earlier part, why was it varying? What was all that? That's what I don't understand. We've got people moving in. Electricity looks good for now. Water, we are running low on. So let's add some capacity. We'll put that there. Like so. Let's grab some more water from the river. I'm going to spread these out. We don't want to take too much water or it will actually dry up. And it'll dry up if you put them in excess. Like this is a pretty deep river, it looks like, because look at all this water that gets crammed into this little space. So I think it would take a lot, but I'll play it carefully for now. It's going to need power as well. Should be working now. Yep. Our water capacity and sewage is double now. Garbage, we just fixed over there. Let's see here. We're half full already. So once we unlock these incineration plants, at the same time we unlock the high density zoning, we will be able to start burning some of this off and ideally get to a net negative garbage situation. What's up next? Healthcare. That's what we're going to need, especially over here. Medical clinic. I was thinking about connecting these neighborhoods. We could put services down here, although the bridge. No, they would have to go over. But that's possible. Let's see here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We are on straight mode. Let's go freeform. Straight, curved, freeform, and upgrade. We could go under too. I always like under. I like under over over. See what I did there? Maybe not. Maybe I was just confusing and terrible and unnecessary. That too. Let's bring the road back up. And I don't know if this is a good idea, but we can always delete it later. Now let's see what our surface options look like. If we placed it here, I'm betting these houses will get a smiley face, but they still won't be super content. Maybe we just have to stick services over here. Yeah, actually that works. It covers a little bit of this new neighborhood. So if we put down one here, and then we can move it down. Oh yeah, let's let this update and let the green go. Right? Now we can see what it really looks like. And place services. Uh-oh, that leaves those guys a little neglected. How about here? I like it. So we need health. This is going to be expensive. Uh-oh. What did I get myself into? Adding all of these services. We've got health. I'm just worried about our weekly income. Alright. Let's let it play. See what happens. We've got fire. We don't necessarily need this one yet. Like, that station can still reach here. The building might just be burnt down by the time it gets there. So let's add police over here. And then we'll save police and fire on this one for now and just watch the budget as people move in, and as we continue to zone, we'll make more money. Okay. Plop some residential down here. Not sure what to do with that yet. I'll leave it for now. There we go. Industrial demand still has barely raised. Connections from industrial to commercial. Oh, look at that. Busy town. So we've got some new policies, new roads. Yeah, cool. They just look like these upgraded ones. That's what they are. We have access to them already, but now they've got trees and stuff. Oh, and better services. These will be great for the high density areas, oil power plant, if we want to think about that, and another park. Residential continues moving in. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Not what I meant to do. Not enough educated workers. So let's see what's going on with our education. I didn't get there yet. We ran out of, or I was worried about money. Running out of said money. We have 77% uneducated. Eligible, we're meeting the capacity, so everyone can get educated. It may still just not have been enough time since adding the schools. So I'm going to let that go a little longer. Hopefully the problem will resolve itself. Every single person who could possibly be in elementary school is in elementary school. Oh, but they left. Well, screw you too. We're doing decent on money. Let's come back and add fire and police. Next up, we just looked at schools. We will need more down here. We could add one. A high school too. We will need that eventually. Running out of power. Oh yeah, that was a problem, or it was about to be one when we checked. Let's add a school right here. Actually, should it be on the main road? I feel like it just then covers commercial mostly. Maybe a high school would be up there, but keep the elementary schools down in the neighborhoods. Look at that, they're all happy. So they can all access it, even though it shows just that green. That green is easy access, I believe. Water over there. Now that's gonna be my bad. From here we can just go up like so. And then this is a future problem over here. All right. Now we did education. We have access to public transport, it looks like. Power, though. I knew there was something else. How much does that give us? Just a little bit. Running out of money. I am watching that. And considering my next move carefully. Considered. That's what I'm going to leave it at for now. But what did that give us? 138. Not much extra. Let's just keep building. We still have probably an education problem. Not enough educated workers. We're slowly fixing that. Do they want... They don't want well-educated or highly educated yet, I don't think. They just want more educated. That's the elementary school. And we have so much capacity. I think it's just going to be a waiting problem. Although, no. Nope. It's a big issue. This is one of the harder problems to solve in City Skylines, I've noticed. Along with traffic in the endgame, this one, it's just, at least for me, less easy to fully wrap my brain around. I understand the concept, which is industry makes products, right? I think that's what they're called. Doesn't say here, but they make products, or they make, maybe that's not the word they use. They make the thing though, and that gets sent to commercial, either from industry on our map or from the external connections. Industry sells those things to residential. And there are going to be issues with those supply lines. Like you might not have enough. And I'm like, well, can't they order it from the external line? Or you might have too much. I guess, no, you have too much of what commercial makes. And then with the education, it's just tough to match it because you build a school and it takes so much time to really see your effect. And you just kind of have to like juggle these numbers and figure out what's a good percent of uneducated to have, which I know in the end game will be so much less than this. And obviously we need to start dropping the uneducated, get this up, and at some point start working on these before we're too late. We're working on it. Stop whining. Let's throw in some industrial. It's our biggest demand right now, although still pretty slim. That'll give them plenty of space. Put some commercial down. Plenty of space for commercial and industrial. Next, we need to figure out how much more commercial and how much more residential to make. And since commercial is going to go in here, let's wrap residential out around here and start filling it in from this side. And then as they meet, that will draw the line between the two zones. I hope I'm not doing something wrong here. We don't have enough educated workers. They do need well-educated. Okay, that one doesn't. That one does. That one does. Alright, time to start with well-educated. But the issue is just not enough of anyone educated and above, is what it looks like. The issue still is the elementary schools, but I'll build a high school. We don't have to deal with the well-educated problem shortly after this one. This will show us education levels, which actually looks best down here. We want people who have already graduated from elementary school and are considered educated going to this high school. The more blue or more green, more blue the house is, the more educated the household is. I think we'll put it actually in here. There's some services in here, right? And then we could have the high school right next door. That's how a bunch of cities and towns do it. This is our little government-owned property. We bought all of this out when the town was first built. Base already occupied, but by what? There are the services. Where's the fire? That's the fire department. We do not want to destroy that. What was I building? Totally lost my train of thought. I remember. A high school. Let's plop it in there. Bunch of people happy around here. That will help with our education problem, but as I was saying, we don't want them overeducated. If you start having all of your citizens highly educated, then these commercial buildings will start complaining about having not enough uneducated workers. And you're like, well, what do you want from me? That's one that drives me crazy. What other problems to check in on? Transport. Not a problem yet, but something to definitely keep in the back of our mind. I don't think we will need it in this low density area. You can see just 2-lane roads really cover it. I don't know if this is even necessary, but this is more for the future. I want it to be able to come along this beach and just give an alternative to this highway, which is so far out here that not many people are going to want to drive all the way out here. And if we force them, it just puts more traffic on this interchange. It puts more traffic on our highways. I noticed this problem a while ago and was going to do something about it and then forgot. Why haven't they moved out yet? I would be pretty pissed. Move into my nice new industrial building and no water? What the hell? Alright, they've moved in. Have they made it all the way around? Not yet. So we're still waiting on this demand to go up. I will speed the game up. We're waiting on our workers to get educated. How's that going? 73% uneducated. I do believe that everyone who moves into the town, the city, is also uneducated, so that doesn't help. But we are doing our very best to educate everyone. We have twice the capacity for elementary school students. And what did I place? Did I just place an elementary school over here? Are you kidding me? I did. Okay. Let's change that. We can place one somewhere over here for the future. Because we obviously have plenty of space. How about one over here? It's on the edge, actually. You want them somewhere centered. There we go, for the future. And now I want a high school over here. There we go. Okay. So now we have more than enough capacity for high school. That won't last us long, but we have it. And double the capacity for elementary. Oh, whoa, residential just popped up. It's that 3 speed, I'm telling you. It just goes so much faster than I'm expecting. Oh, not what I meant to click. Let's bring this all the way out to here. That's where we can stop. I hope they do that in order. Because if they just start jumping down here, they're not going to have any power. so many commercial buildings moving out. There are also these little ones I'm noticing. They seem to have more problems with it than the bigger buildings, which still are having issues. But it's these tiny little lots that I guess it's a smaller business. Having 25% of your workforce is a lot tougher when you only have 4 employees. Let's continue adding. Oh, no, 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 no. That's reserved for commercial, but we will see if residential gets it. And it looks like they will, actually. But just to make sure, let's start filling in from here. And then housing and commercial will meet somewhere in here. They're moving in faster than I can put down zoning. Looks like we're finally running out of housing demand, but that's just going to mean one thing. Rise in one of or both of the other two. We'll max that out. I'm still not sure how we want to expand this yet. If you have actually one idea is to come out this way and just fill in all this space. I'm worried about traffic. That's just a lot of industrial grid. We could try it and start inching out there, but there might be a point we hit a limit on traffic. We could connect up to this highway to alleviate it, and that's my thought. Don't know how well that will go, but if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. Liking the video really does help, and if you subscribe, oh my god, I don't know what I'll do. I'll be happy. Sorry, can't offer you anything better than that. We are doing good on the bank. We're making a good amount of money. We're bringing people in, and it looks like we are about to hit the high density. We're about to unlock high density buildings. So moving up here may not even be necessary. Is this our next step? Starting up a high density city on this island, or continuing to extend the suburbs up north? Thanks for watching. See you next time.